Have you ever wondered, does your pup truly love and bond with you the way you think? Or is it sometimes just sticking close because it's hungry, needs a walk, or simply out of habit? The truth is, not every dog truly imprints, that is, forms a deep emotional bond with their owner. Only when you become their emotional center, their home, their safety, their love, do the special signs start to show. And sign number 7 is something even lifelong dog owners often overlook, yet it's one of the clearest indicators of all. In this video, I'll share 7 signs your dog truly sees you as their whole world, plus one incredibly touching sign that many people miss. If you've ever loved a dog like family, you won't want to miss a single second of this video. Something magical happens every night, though many people never realize it. When your little dog quietly climbs into bed, curls up beside you, and matches its breathing with yours, it's not just because the mattress is soft or the blanket is warm. In the world of dogs, sleep is the most vulnerable time. In nature, they only sleep close to those they trust completely, pack leaders or deeply bonded companions. So when your pup chooses to sleep beside you, it's more than just a cute habit, it's a silent declaration. With you, I feel safest. What's more, your scent, the one you don't even notice, is like a calming medicine for them. It brings comfort, love, and a sense of belonging, making their sleep more peaceful. And let's not forget, your body is warm. In a dog's world, warmth means survival. Sleeping next to you isn't just happiness, it's instinct. A dog that hasn't truly bonded will find a quiet corner of the room. But if, night after night, they quietly find their way back to your side, then congratulations, you're home to them. And that's just the beginning. The next sign is even quieter and harder to notice, but deeply touching. If you know what to look for. Have you ever noticed, when you're happy and full of positive energy, your dog wags its tail, runs around excitedly? But on days when you just want to sit quietly, they calmly curl up beside you, not making a sound? That's no coincidence. Studies show that dogs can mirror the emotions and behaviors of the people they deeply bond with, much like a child learns how to live by watching their parents. If you're a calm and quiet person, your dog likely becomes more gentle and less hyper. If you're outgoing and cheerful, chances are your pup turns into a little clown, always trying to make you smile. Dogs don't just learn how to live with you, they absorb your emotions like a living emotional mirror. In fact, dogs who live with people who experience frequent anxiety often show elevated stress hormone levels, simply because they empathize so deeply. So if you've ever noticed your dog acting just like you, don't be surprised. Because to them, you're not just their owner. You're their role model, their emotional universe, the one they choose to sync their world with, day after day. And if that thought makes you smile, keep smiling. Because your dog is watching, learning, and loving you, in the quietest, most loyal way possible. But there's one more sign, one that leaves many people speechless with emotion. It's when your dog listens only to you, and tunes out everyone else. Have you ever noticed, the whole family calls out, but your dog runs only to you? Or when something unusual happens, they look at you first, waiting, as if asking for your cue? It's not because you're the one who feeds them. It's because, to them, you are the one they trust most, the only one who holds the right to lead in their little world. Dogs are pack animals by nature. In every pack, there's always a leader, the one who makes decisions, offers protection, and shows the way. So when your dog listens only to you and ignores everyone else, it means they've imprinted on you. They've recognized you as the leader of their pack, the guide of their life. That's the highest form of recognition a dog can give someone. Not every dog owner reaches this level, because it's not earned through treats. It's built through connection, patience, and daily consistency. The way you teach, the sound of your voice, the look in your eyes, even how you respond when they make mistakes, all of that creates a private language between you and your dog, one no one else can replicate. Your dog listening to you isn't just obedience. It's a sign that you've become the compass that orients their entire life. And this is exactly why what comes next is even more touching. Because that's when you realize, the greatest reward is the love in their eyes. Every time your dog listens, and you reward them with a treat, a hug, or even just a gentle, loving look, you're doing more than just training. You're laying the bricks of an emotional bridge between two souls of different species, you and your dog. This isn't just training, it's connection. Because in a dog's world, a reward isn't just something tasty, it's a happiness signal. A way for them to know, I did good. I made mom, dad happy. Scientifically, this is called operant conditioning. When good behavior is reinforced, the brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical. But here's what makes it special. Your dog's greatest joy doesn't come from the treat. It comes from you, from being recognized by the one they love most. A pat on the head, a cheerful, good job, a warm smile. Sometimes, that's enough to make them leap with joy more than any snack could. Because to them, you're not just an owner. You're their entire world. And that's why, sometimes, they'll do something simple like sit or roll over, not because they're hungry or expecting a reward, but simply because they want to make you happy. And it's here that the next behavior, one that might seem odd at first, begins to make perfect sense. When your dog quietly burrows into the pile of clothes you just took off and stays there for hours. Have you ever left some clothes on a chair, only to find your dog curled up there later, resting so peacefully, as if that old fabric were the softest blanket in the world? Don't assume it's just because it's comfy. The truth is, your dog is seeking out your scent. For dogs, scent is the language of emotion. Every time you hug them, pet them, or simply walk by, your body leaves behind an invisible signature, your unique smell. And to your dog, that scent means safety, peace, longing, especially when you're away, at work, out for errands, or just not nearby. Curling up in your worn clothes is their way of hugging you from afar. It's not that they lack a cozy spot to sleep. It's that loneliness creeps in, a kind only your scent can soothe. And what's truly moving is this. Your dog doesn't know when you'll be back. They don't understand time the way we do. But by lying there, they wait, sometimes for hours, sometimes all day, just to feel close to you, even if only through a scent that lingers. And if that thought brings a lump to your throat, hold on tight, because what comes next will show you that even without words, your dog knows when your heart is hurting. There are days when you don't say a word, you don't cry, but your dog watches every step you take, more quietly than usual. That's when they sense your sadness, in a way even your closest loved ones might not. Dogs don't need language to understand emotion. They read your face, notice your slower steps, and can even smell the shift in your body chemistry when your cortisol, the stress hormone, rises. To them, every sigh, every silent moment, every distant stare is an emergency signal. Something's wrong with my human. And you'll see it. They come closer, gently nudge your hand, or quietly lie at your feet, as if to say, I don't know what's happening, but I'm here. I'm not going anywhere. That kind of love doesn't need a name. Just a soft touch, a quiet gaze that listens without words. And somehow, your heart begins to feel less heavy. This isn't just affection. It's a kind of invisible bond between two souls, from two different species, yet somehow so deeply attuned. And if you've ever lived through that moment, you know, a dog's love is never halfway. They're watching you, always. And that's exactly why, in the next part, even the smallest gesture, like your dog simply turning back to look at you, can carry more meaning than you'd ever imagine. You're sitting in the living room. Your dog's in the kitchen. A few minutes later, they quietly walk in, look at you for a moment, then turn and walk away. Or maybe you step out onto the balcony, and seconds later, you see their little face peek out, checking on you, as if afraid you might disappear. This isn't just clingy behavior. It's called safety checking, a clear sign that you are their emotional anchor. In the wild, dogs live in packs, and every pack has a leader, a point of safety, someone the others look to for reassurance and stability. You are that anchor. When your dog glances at you, just for a second, it's their way of silently saying, you're still here. Okay, I'm safe. However, if your dog checks on you too frequently, it might be a sign of separation anxiety, a deep and real emotion. Especially common in dogs who've been abandoned or have formed an intense bond with one person. But whether it's instinct, habit, or quiet fear, each of those glances is a quiet reaffirmation of your bond. Because to your dog, you're not just the one who feeds them or takes them on walks. You are their entire sky. And if you've reached that level of connection, then get ready. Because a very special reward may be just around the corner. There's one behavior, so subtle it often goes unnoticed. But if your dog does this, It will melt your heart. Have you ever seen your dog bring you an old slipper, a torn toy, or even just a random stick from the yard? At first glance, you might think, oh no, not this mess again. But in truth, it's a gift. A gesture of love that few truly understand. In the world of dogs, sharing resources is one of the highest expressions of trust. Your dog might have spent all morning chewing on their favorite toy. But the moment you walk into the room, they bring it to you. Not to show off, but to share something they love with someone they love even more. This instinct goes back to their ancestors, wolves, who brought food back to the pack. And while your dog has no wild meat to offer, they do have a stick, a toy, and a heart full of devotion. When they lay that gift at your feet, don't just see the object. Look into their eyes, those hopeful, eager eyes, just waiting for your smile, your acknowledgement, because for them, the greatest joy isn't in keeping something for themselves. It's in seeing you happy. There's a beautiful saying, when a dog brings you a gift, it means their heart already belongs to you. And if you've ever received one of those little treasures, then you, without a doubt, are someone incredibly special in their world. After all these seemingly small signs, sleeping beside you, mirroring you, listening only to you, curling up in your worn clothes, sensing your sadness, checking on you often, and quietly bringing you gifts. If you saw your dog in every one of those moments, then congratulations. You're not just an owner. You are family. In a dog's world, true attachment doesn't come from titles. Just because you care for them doesn't automatically mean they love you. Love is a journey. It's in every well-timed hug, in the patience behind each lesson, in the unconditional strokes of your hand, in simply being there, every day, even if only for a few minutes. If you're doing all of that, then you're already someone irreplaceable in the heart of a being who has no words to say it. And if this video made you smile, or tear up, or suddenly feel the urge to hug your dog a little tighter, please, share it with someone else who's loving a dog with their whole heart. Because sometimes, one timely word, one moment of understanding, can be enough to heal a soul quietly wondering if they're doing enough. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. If you'd like to keep joining us for more heartfelt and honest videos like this, hit subscribe, so you never miss a moment made just for you and your pup.